Hi, Michael here. Recently I have done a 5-day fast at the start of January. Let me tell you all about that. I'm going to separate this video into 3 stages. The first one, my preparation for it. The second one is going to be my feelings throughout it. And number 3 is going to be what I would change, what I wouldn't change. So let's get started. Ahead of time, I had a goal. I wanted to reach 21 days, a full moon cycle of just water. In order to do this, I would need to get my body kind of prepped for it. What I did was I slowly got all the alcohol out of my system. I was sober for about a month and 2 weeks before the fast. I slowly reduced the processed foods, barely any packaged foods, very simple ingredient foods, a lot of fruits and just cooked vegetables, no spices, the few days right before the fast. And also, since I've been doing fast for quite a while, I already knew my body could handle it, so I do intermittent fasting every single day, where I fast for roughly 18 to 22 hours depending on day. Don't eat any food. So I'm kind of used to it, I'm comfortable with it, so I didn't need to do any of that preparation. But if you have never done a fast, like let's say a 2-3 day fast, please start with intermittent fasting and then do 1 day fast, 12-hour fast, just short fast before you actually attempt a longer one. It's a lot better for your body and it's very important. Thirdly, and this is for anybody who is questionable about fasting, read up on it, read up a lot of books. There's videos on YouTube now. Tim Sheaf actually uploaded a 35-day fast vlog where he made a video every single day documenting his journey. It's very informative, and there's a lot of articles about it too. And you can also visit your doctor, ask for advice, get a blood test beforehand, just get prepped. People generally approach fast in different ways. You have some people who have salt in it, some people who would have other supplements and stuff like that, but this is what I did. So during the fast, I allowed myself to have herbal teas, unlimited amounts of herbal teas. I would basically drink to my thirst. I wouldn't drink more, I wouldn't drink less. I didn't have a limit of I must drink 4 liters of water. No, that didn't really matter. It was until I was fully satisfied. And the teas I drank varied. I drank yerba mate for energy, some other ones such as marrow jam, birchwood, chamomile, mint, just varying teas for different healing aspects, and that was it. I also drank coffee, and this is a questionable topic, but I drank a black and I drank very small portions, so it was maybe half an Americano each time. I drank 1 or 2 of these during the fast. So those few things are the main keys when you're actually approaching the fast. Hydrate as much as you can, and actually there's not a lot more to it than that. Of course, your body will get changes. You'll lose water weight, you'll lose actual weight, potentially some muscle, but that's just expected. And with that, you'll be fatigued. It's kind of like going on a long run and then being fatigued afterwards. It's kind of that feeling. My fast actually lasted 2 hours shy of 5 days. So everything that I'm referring to is based on this aspect of it, on this experience, not 21 days. What I realized is, coming up to day 3, I needed to slowly get out of bed, slowly move around when actually going from a lying position to standing for the first few minutes. This was very important. If I didn't do this, I'd kind of black out for a few seconds, kind of lose, not consciousness, but my eyes would just black out and I feel a bit dizzy. This is completely normal. Everybody who kind of fasts for a longer period of time experiences this. You got to be aware of this. Take care. Just do it. And secondly, coming up to the 3rd, 4th day, the sleep reduced drastically. I was basically not tired at all during the day, and during the night I would try and go to bed at midnight-ish, but I wouldn't fall asleep until 4 a.m, 5 a.m. Then I woke up anywhere between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. So it was a strange sleep cycle. I slept less, but in all honesty, you don't really need as much sleep as you would normally. So after covering the water, the fatigue and a few other things, the main thing about fasting as such is you're going to be very bored. Now let me tell you this. I approached this fast during the Christmas holidays, the period of the year where most people are not working, so I knew it would be perfect. I wouldn't really have a lot of photography work, so I wouldn't be out in the field, or I wouldn't be outside. So I had time, I had days off that I could just lay in my bed, relax, do whatever. This is important. It's crucial that you have a super nice environment. If you're actually like working physically, let's say you're a trainer or a gym athlete or something, that's not really going to work with a fast like this. You can't continue that. So you need to be prepared for that, because although, as I said, my energy was high in the day, I still felt a bit weaker than usual. Like I wouldn't be able to just run countlessly, I wouldn't be able to do jumping jacks or whatever like that. I felt a bit weaker. So let's assume that you're going to do the same approach and actually try and stay home for most of your fast. Well, this is the crucial part of this. You're going to be bored. You're going to be so bored. It's hard to believe. And there's a few things that you could do. Reading is amazing. You could read for days on end without any issues. Watching YouTube videos was great. That kept me occupied, as well as movies and TV shows. Then actually I prepared dinner a few times for my family. That was great stuff. Then also video and photo editing. I spent a good bit of time on my PC doing that. However, when you're actually looking at screens, you can get a bit fatigued. So it's a bit of a hit or miss. I recommend just finding a new hobby, trying to figure out something you like. Even like start drawing, start skating, practice in your home, do whatever. Just find something to do, because you're definitely going to get bored. I feel like I covered the main points of this fast. I don't want to ramble on or repeat myself. I can make an in-depth tutorial about all these aspects. But I'm actually going to bring you to the next point. Why did I actually end the fast? Why I ended it and not go the full 21 days? And the main reason for this is the time that I actually done the fast at. Winter. Winter in Ireland and the UK is very cold. It's freezing. We were reaching temperatures of 2, 3, 4 degrees Celsius daily. And this is not great, because sunlight is energy. And sunlight gives you more actual natural light that you can do stuff in. And it being winter was a big downfall for me. You see, when I woke up like let's say 11, I only had a few hours until 3:30 p.m. to read, a few hours to do all my daily tasks before it started to get dark. And sometimes my mental clarity was not there yet, or I just didn't feel like reading, so that was it was a bit annoying. And also, sunlight is energy. It's prana. It's what gives you joy, revitalizes you, heals the skin. It's so healing. And I didn't have a lot of natural light. In Ireland being at the very top of the whole world, it's at an angle where the light is very soft. It's not powerful, it's not harsh. You kind of want to be in the tropics for this, near the equator. That's the ideal spot for a fast. You have year-long hot climates, year-long summers. You just have a lot of sunlight there. And it being winter was not the only sole factor that stopped me in my tracks. You see, I went to a grocery store with my mother. It was called Aldi. It's a big kind of supermarket in the UK, Ireland, and most of Europe. And the shop is really cold. So I went in there really layered up. I had long johns, I had warm pants, I had a t-shirt, a jumper, and a really warm coat. And still, my hands, my feet, my head was freezing cold. Oh, it's cold, it's nothing. Well, normally it's nothing. But when the days are freezing, the nights are cold. My house was cold as well because we were out of the house most of the day. When I came back, I couldn't warm up. I just couldn't. I tried laying in my bed, wearing blankets. It just was super hard. I even have a heating mat under my bedsheets that tries to heat me up. That wouldn't work. I just knew that I needed something warm from the inside to kind of bring me back to life, give me some more energy. And that's what I did. And yeah, it is a personal downfall, I'm not gonna lie. I knew that I've had a bit more mental strength and willpower. I definitely could have gone through that and been fine and been a bit more careful. But I also knew that for the next 2 days I was going to meet up with people, possibly get some food. And I didn't really want to let them down. I haven't seen them in a while. So that's another point for me ending the fast. I didn't want to be that guy who partying aside for the fast. Yes, I know, another personal downfall of mine. And thirdly, the night before the fast ended, I kind of passed out, and it's not as extreme as you think. I basically got up in the middle of the night a bit too quickly, tripped over my shoes, these Crocs, and then kind of like stumbled, and then I had these lapses of blacking out, and I just lost my footing. Nothing really happened. I didn't fall too badly. I just landed on my bed, but it happened. So that kind of terrified me. It was the first strike of, should I continue this? Is this the right time of year? Am I actually prepared? Is this appropriate for me? Yeah, it was a bit strange. And then one other thing was super weird. I am a person who loves reading, and I absolutely love meditating, yoga, that kind of aspect of things. I did not do any of that during the fast, which is strange. Most people who fast say that they meditate better than ever before. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why or how, but it was super hard. I'd done a short visualizing meditation around 5 minutes every day. That was about it. I didn't do any of the hour-long ones or Vipassana meditation, no. And the reading wise, yeah, the sunlight was a bit detrimental, so I only read on one of the 5 days. Oh boy, now this just sounds like a massive bad advertisement for fasting. Nah, you see, I absolutely love fasting. I do intermittent fasting every day. I've done short fasts throughout the years. I try to fast for a day or two every 2 weeks. This is my third 5-ish day fast. Let's call it 5 days. And yeah, I plan on doing plenty more, but it's not about if your body can do it or not, because believe it or not, your body is capable of a lot more than you can think. It's a lot about mental clarity, your whole willpower, whether you want to continue or not. There's a lot of inner debates, so you need motivation, you need friends to kind of push you along. I recommend joining a few group chats or watching videos like Timothy's. And it's about your actual outer environment. So if I wanted to do it again, I would love to just be outside for a lot of it, lying in a hammock, reading a book in the natural sunshine, being on the beach or something like that for the majority of the days. I feel like that would just bring new life into me. I've done so many fasts in the summer, and I found it a lot easier as well, because I personally don't really eat that much in the summer compared to winter. If you're considering fasting for a longer duration of time in winter, in the UK or Ireland or anywhere in the northern hemisphere, please take everything that I've said along and really reconsider. Don't stop fasting, but just reconsider whether all of the outside things align, whether you can have time off work, whether you can have more sleep than normal, whether you have family to support you, and just be super prepared, because I really want you to succeed in this. It's a wonderful thing, and please, if you do, let me know how you got on, what you did, how you would advise me to change my setup, and yeah, I'd love to chat some of you in the comments. So that's all for me today. See ya.